let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play action, Mahomes. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Mahomes. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2 yards on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, these guys have really started this game well, Brock. The defense looked good. Offense did their part until ran into a little hiccup there on the 2-point conversion.
Can you help me understand something, Kate?
I'll try.
Because I hear all these baseball guys all the time talk about, well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. Well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. And that's what I hear with these same decisions, too. Well, we didn't get the result, but the process was right. How do you know the process was right? Just kick the extra point.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Duggar makes the play. And the Patriots will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And he's brought down for a loss.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have second and pretty long here. Henry on the catch. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. 6 yards on the play gives them 4th and short. We'll see what they choose to do.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Up and good from Joseph. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. It's the Patriots. In a nice spot, 2nd and inches. They go again with Stevenson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down. May now from the gun. That one complete to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. All on the 45, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Hauled in by Bourne. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
To the air on first down, May. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's May. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
May now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. That one complete to Hopkins.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's on the move. A massive shot towards the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So halftime has to wait 1 more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead on the last play of the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, second and inches. Stevenson with another carry. Across midfield to the 45. At the 20. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun, Piron. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's running for it. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Kansas City.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. This is Stevenson heading right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. Still finding room past the 45. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a New England first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead to start the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and goal, Stevenson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's made in the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots up by 6. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Kelsey makes the catch. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. He'll look to throw it. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Setting up to pass. Finds his man Gray. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he catches it to tie this game in the final minute. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
This to take the lead in the final seconds. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives him the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going play action, May. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. On play action, here's May. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
May on 1st and 10. Complete, it's Bourne. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the air yet again, May. It's intercepted. That will do it. Justin Reed has the INT. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And finally, Brock, they can exhale